Magandang buhay mga bata! Tara, samahan ninyo akong matuto kasama si
Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell for more videos. Thank you! Revised K-12 Curriculum Science, Grade 5, Quarter 3, Lesson 5. Our topic for today is about static electricity. This is Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Let's start! Learning competencies and objectives. Investigate the effects of static electricity using common materials, such as a comb, plastic and glass rods, and balloons. Day 1. Electric charge basics. Let me recall our previous knowledge. Matter is made up of atoms. And atoms are made of what elementary particles? The proton, the electron, and the neutron. So let us establish that protons are positively charged and electrons are negatively charged. The neutrons, on the other hand, contain no charge. Here's the figure 1, the Bohr model. A model of an atom displaying the nucleus, electrons, and orbiting path of electrons. Charges and fields. Processing question. If pairs of objects are held near each other as shown below, do they attract or repel each other? Answer: repel. Next, attract or repel? Answer: attract. Last, attract or repel? Answer: repel. 2. What is the result when a negative charge is placed near a piece of foam with no electric charge? Answer: nothing happens because the foam does not have a charge. 3. What is required to keep two positive charges close together? Answer: an external force has to be applied to both of the charges to keep them close together. 4. What causes an object to become positively charged? Answer: rubbing off electrons from an object causes the object to become positively charged. This is because electrons are free to move and be removed from an object, while protons in the nucleus are pretty much bound inside the nucleus. Think, pair, share. Begin to develop an idea of what a field is in a physics context as well as what properties a field has. Charges and fields. In charges and fields, students explore electrostatics as they arrange positive and negative charges, space, and observe the resulting electric field, voltage, and equipotential lines. Observe the electric field, drag charges and sensors out of the toolbox, view the direction as electric field, and measure the distance. 1. Imagine there is rotten egg at one point in a room. If you enter a room where there is a rotten egg, how can you tell? Does it matter where you are in relation to the egg? If you get closer to it, how can you tell? If it is a really rotten egg, how can you tell? Answer, I can tell because it smells bad. Yes, it matters. The closer I am, the stronger the smell. If it is really rotten, the smell is very strong and stinky. 2. Does the detector or nose change the properties of the rotten egg? Answer, no. My nose only smells it. It does not change the egg. Direction of an electric field. The electric field direction is always directed away from positive source charges and towards negative source charges. Processing question. Describe how the strength of the electric field changes as you move closer to or farther away from a charged object. How does this relate to the concept of field properties discussed in this experiment? Answer: the electric field is stronger when you are close to the charge and weaker when you are far. The experiment shows that the field changes with distance. Vocabulary words. Atom, the smallest unit of an element, consists of a dense, positively charged nucleus surrounded by electrons. Molecule, the smallest particle of a substance that retains the chemical and physical properties of the substance and is composed of two or more atoms. Electron, the negatively charged particle of an atom. Proton, the positively charged particle of an atom. Neutron, the neutral particle in an atom. Nucleus, the positively charged central region of an atom composed of neutrons and protons. Static electricity, the build-up of charge on an object or the spark that is a result of a build-up of charge on an object. Fill out the table below to tell us what you think you know about effects of static electricity and what you want to know about it. What we think we know? Static electricity can make things stick together. What we want to know? How does static electricity move from one thing to another? Later on, when we are done with our lesson, we will be answering the last two columns. Day 2. Activity number 1, imaginary shelf. 1. Blow up 3 or 4 balloons. 2. Rub the balloons against your sleeve or shirt as if cleaning them. Then stick them to the blackboard in a horizontal row. The point is that you do not want to implicitly show them that you are actually rubbing the balloon to charge it. 3. When you already catch on about the rubbing of the balloons, try to make a second lower shelf with the other balloons rubbed against your hair or shirt. Extensions alternative. 4. Try rubbing a balloon against different materials such as wool, silk, cotton, plastic, and hair. 5. Do you find any difference in the static charge build-up? 6. How about the length of time it sticks to the board? 7. In teams of 6 to 7 students, choreograph an electron dance. Show the movement of the electrons, the charge of the balloons, and the charge of the wall. Processing questions. How are the balloons sticking to the board? Answer: the balloons stick because they have static electricity, which makes them attract to the board. What did rubbing against a sleeve do to the balloon? Answer: rubbing the balloon moved electrons and gave it a charge. Do the balloons stick to the wall forever? Why or why not? Answer: no, they don't stick forever because the charge slowly goes away. Balloons and static electricity. The balloons and static electricity simulation allows students to flexibly explore static electricity concepts such as transfer of charge, induction, attraction, repulsion, and grounding. Move. Move the balloon on the sweater to accumulate charges. View. View all charges, no charges, or differences. Return. Balloons to neutral state. Observe. Observe what happens when charged balloon is close to a wall. Experiment with one or two balloons. Access. SIM controls. Sound on or off. Keyboard shortcuts or add features or extra sounds. Set 1. 1. On the desktop, find the physics animations folders. 2. Open balloons. 3. Check show all charges, nothing else should be checked. 4. Rub the balloon on the shirt. What overall charge does the balloon now have? Answer: negative. What overall charge does the shirt now have? Answer: positive. What happens when you drag the balloon away from the shirt and let it go? Why? Answer: the balloon moves back to the shirt because opposite charges attract. Set 2. 1. Reset. 2. Check wall. 3. Rub the balloon on the shirt again. What overall charge does the balloon now have? Answer: negative. What overall charge does the shirt now have? Answer: positive. What happens when you drag the balloon away from the shirt and let it go? Answer: the balloon moves toward the wall because it attracts opposite charges on the wall. 4. Hold the balloon in between the wall and shirt and release it. Processing questions. What happens to the negative charges in the wall when you move the balloon near it? Answer: they move away from the balloon. What happens to the positive charges in the wall when you move the balloon near it? Answer: they move closer to the balloon. Why don't all the positive charges move toward the balloon? Answer: because positive charges cannot move far in the wall. Why doesn't the balloon just stay in the middle? Answer: because the balloon is attracted more to the charges it can move toward. What happens to the positive charges in the wall when you move the balloon near it? Answer: they move closer to the balloon. Day 3. Activity 2, Balloon Electroscope. 1. Blow up 2 balloons to about the same size and tie a thread to each of them. 2. Hold the 2 threads together. The balloons will hang against each other. 3. Now let a student hold the threads while you rub the balloons with the wool cloth. 4. Let the balloons hang back again. The balloons will not touch. 5. Spray a mist of water on the balloons. They will fall back against each other. Here's the uncharged balloons and the charged balloons. Synthesis or extended practice. 1. You can make their own balloon electroscope to experiment with. 2. Rub the balloons with different types of cloth. Example, nylon, silk, plastic, or paper, and see how this affects the experiment. 3. What happens if you bring your wool cloth near the charged electroscope? 4. What happens if you bring a third charged balloon near the charged electroscope? Processing question. 1. Why do the balloons repel each other after rubbing? Answer. Because rubbing gives both balloons the same charge, so they push away from each other. 2. Why do the balloons fall back against each other after spraying? Answer. The water removes the charge, so they stop repelling and can touch again. 3. How else could we get the balloons to fall back against each other? Answer. We could touch them with our hands or wait for the charge to disappear. 4. During what type of weather would it be best to do experiments on static electricity? Answer. During dry weather. 5. What does damp weather do to the electric charges? Answer. Damp weather makes the charges go away faster. Activity number 3, attractive balloons. Part 1, picking things up. 1. Explore the most effective way of charging your balloon. Example, rubbing it against your head, clothing, or other material. 2. Slowly bring your charged balloon close to the confetti. 3. Record your results. 4. What other items around the classroom can you attract or pick up? Part 2. Moving a stream of water. 1. Turn on the tap so that you have a slow, solid, steady stream of water. Take turns slowly moving a charged balloon towards the water and observe. Be careful not to touch the water. Part 3. Challenge. How far can you move a pop can with a charged balloon? 1. With your team, work together to try and move the pop can using only charged balloons. No touching the can with the balloons. 2. Roll out a measuring tape on the floor. How far can you get your can to move before the balloon loses its charge? Processing question. 1. What happens to the confetti when you hold a charged balloon near it? Why? Answer. The confetti jumps up and sticks to the balloon because the balloon's charge attracts it. 2. What happens to the stream of water when you move the charged balloon near it? Why? Answer. The water stream bends toward the balloon because the charge pulls on the water. 3. What happens if you let the balloon touch the water? Answer. The balloon loses its charge and the water won't bend anymore. 4. Can you get the can to move? How about tip over? Answer. Yes. The can roll when the balloon pulls it. If the balloon is strong enough and the can is on its side, It might tip over. Day 4. Synthesis or extended practice. Do you push or pull the can with the balloon? Why? Use the triboelectric series table to deduce the movement of electrons between your hair and the balloon. Then between the balloon and the can, draw a picture showing the relative location of the electrons on each. Hand out a mixed pile of salt and pepper and challenge students to separate the two. Salt is heavier than pepper, so holding a charged balloon over the pile will result in the pepper flying up and sticking to the balloon. If you move closer to the pile, the salt will eventually fly up too. So move slowly to get the best separation. Extend the water activity by investigating more variables. Does the temperature of the water affect how much it bends? Does a bigger balloon make the water bend more? How does the strength of the stream flow affect how much it bends? Create a mini race between two groups by challenging them to move their pop can from a starting line to a finish line first. The distance to travel should be about 30 centimeters. Example, enough distance that the can will require several pushes from the balloons in order to roll the whole way. Run the balloon and static electricity simulation from PHET used in the previous activity. Students rub a balloon against a sweater and visualize the movement of electrons as they bring the charged balloon to a neutral wall. Learners' takeaways. Bingo! 1. I will give you a list of our vocabulary words. 2. Walk around the room and find a classmate who can define one word for you. 3. Write the student's name beside the word they explained. Use a different student for each word. 4. When you finish all the words, shout bingo. 5. Students who get bingo will share the word meanings with the class. Sample bingo card. Diagonal, horizontal, vertical. Reflection on learning. Go back to the TWLH chart. Let the pupils reflect and check if their answers in the think column are correct. Ask them also if their answers in the one column were addressed during the conduct of the various activities. Finally, let them accomplish the learned and how column. What we learned: rubbing moves electrons from one object to another. How we know? We saw it when balloons stuck to walls and repelled each other. Formative assessment. Why do you think your hair stands up after rubbing it with a balloon? Answer: because the balloon takes electrons from my hair, so each hair gets the same charge and they push away from each other. What are some examples from your own experiences of the build-up or discharge of static electricity? Answer: getting a small shock when touching a doorknob, clothes sticking together, hair sticking to a comb. When you walk across a carpet, electrons rub off the carpet onto your shoes. When this happens, which becomes negatively charged? The carpet or your shoes? Your shoes become negatively charged. Make a drawing of what happens to the charges on a wall when you touch a negatively charged balloon to it. Describe an example of static electricity. Answer, when you rub a balloon on your hair and it sticks to the wall. Homework or student reflection. After our discussions, write something nice in the creation of this output. Follow the following format. N. I need to start working on understanding how charges move between objects. I found it insightful that static electricity can make water bend and make balloons stick. C. I found it challenging how charges can attract and repel in different ways. E. I wish to do more experiments using balloons, water, and other materials. Maraming salamat sa panonood! Huwag kalimutang i-like at mag-subscribe para sa higit pang educational content. I-click ang bell icon para ma-update ka sa ating mga bagong video. Salamat!